Roxanne Modafferi against Casey O'Neill. 25-20 for Roxanne. That's mad. You know, when I was fighting out in Japan on Cage Force, Roxanne was there in the crowd because she was living in Japan at the time, translating. And I have it's in the other room, the Cage Force poster in the other room. She grabbed it from the event and then sent me a message a couple of weeks later, and she was like, I managed to get one of the posters if you would like it. And I just sent her, like, I don't know what it was, like $12 for postage, and she sent it to me.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, before I ever met her.
That's sick.
Yeah, she's wicked. She's like hardcore though. She's been around MMA for a long while. This is like the two different ends of the MMA tale, isn't it, really? You've got Roxanne on one end, who's like long-time veteran, 45 fights, has been in the game for a long while, never had any of the real, like, kind of, like, the physical attributes that lent itself to being an athlete, but she's fucking figured it out through hard work and determination. And then on the other side, you've got Casey O'Neill, who's only had 8 fights, and she's won them all, and everybody's high on her. Like, people have been talking about her as one of the top prospects on the roster and all this kind of stuff. How much does experience play into it, though?
You know what? I don't want to say, like, she strikes ugly, but she strikes ugly.
Who?
Roxanne.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
horrendous.
like, I don't want to be mean, but
it's an ugly
it's
style.
bad.
Yeah,
it's like, it's bad to see.
Yeah.
But then she has a win over, like, Macy Barber.
Because she drowns people.
Yeah.
Because she's a smart fighter that knows how to work her way through a fight without taking too much damage.
And like, Andrea Lee as well, which is another like complete, like, that was an up and coming, very hyped up, like, fighter. Mm-hmm. She does have, obviously she didn't beat Viviane Araujo, and Talia Santos, but those are like really strong, type of different. And I don't think Casey O'Neill has the same physicality as either of those two Brazilian fighters that, you know, don't know how much USADA has visited them. I mean,
well, I think at least one of them has actually failed. So you're bang on there. Yeah.
I did live in Brazil for a while. They do not test often. No. They do not ever test.
Meanwhile, they're here all the time.
Yeah, they were here yesterday, weren't they? Yeah.
Okay. Again, it's down to experience for me. Like, I think that Casey's probably going to want to stand and trade with Roxanne because she's going to see the striking being the weakest part of Roxanne's game.
Do you think so? I think she's just gonna like...
Do you think she's going to try and take her down and grapple with her?
Yeah, and like ground and pound her. But that's kind of what Roxanne usually does, you know? It's kind of a game of like maybe who does it better. I
think that would be a bad call. I think it would be a bit of a trap to take Roxanne to the floor and put her where she's most comfortable. Right? I mean, do it if you're trying to prove a point, but if you're trying to win a fight, there's a real awkward. And the other thing as well, you've got to mention is, like, Roxanne can't see very far without her glasses, right? If you're at distance, you don't know how much she can see you, how much she can track you as you're moving around. I've spoken to fighters that wear contact lenses and stuff, and they say, yeah, once you're 2 meters away from me, you're just a blur.
Yeah.
Like, I can see you based on the lighting and the background. Like, that's not ideal if you've got someone that moves through distance very quickly. And, I mean, like you said, Roxanne's striking's not formidable. It's awkward. But if she sees somebody moving towards her and she kind of jabs in that general direction, I would think Casey O'Neill would be able to get her head off the center line and start to counter. Mm-hmm. I mean, she trains at Extreme Couture. They've got a good camp. Did she
train before over? I'm just gonna talk gossip now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so didn't she train before?
Eyebrows. Out of 10. Go on. Didn't she what? Train before?
I don't even see eyebrows here.
Didn't she train before where?
At Syndicate.
Did she really? Yeah.
Yeah, because her last fight, I heard John Wood in the corner, right? But this is what happened. She started dating Ty.
Oh.
Which is Hawaiian boy. Very nice guy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hope's best for him.
Yeah.
And he was dating before, Rose. No, not like Rose. The Jessica.
Oh, Jessie Jess.
Yeah, Jessie
Okay.
Jess. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Fucking hell, we're getting into gossip here. Okay.
So
Was
then...
this on that episode, that season of The Bachelor that you watched with eyebrows?
No, but I'm saying, like, what I'm trying to get at is she probably trained with Roxanne, right? Probably trained, because Roxanne does a lot of the grappling and does a lot of the teaching of the classes and really is part of, like, the female group that they have at Syndicate. Mm-hmm. And then, because I've been to both gyms, is the only reason, like, I'm mentioning this.
Yeah.
And Casey probably transitioned over when... Because there's a lot of, like, drama in that school, so you don't know if, like, because John Wood got married to
is that right? All the other girls left.
Yeah, or they just felt like they weren't getting attention and stuff like that, so they went elsewhere, and Roxanne's just been there so long, and is there for different, like, reasons, sort of thing.
She's like the kids' coach and all kinds of stuff. Like, she's like a part of the gym, yeah.
So now training at Extreme Couture, you have to think, Roxanne knows a lot about her. Mm-hmm. But she also knows a lot about
Roxanne.
Yeah.
But then, which one of them is developing faster? Like, you've got to think Casey's the one that's developing faster. She's right at the beginning of her game. Like, Roxanne's kind of settled in her game now. She's not going to make any massive leaps since her last couple of fights.
Yeah, but I don't see her as being that physically, like, the girls that she's lost to recently have been because they've been really physically strong. Uh-huh. Like, Lauren Murphy's another one that's, like, ripped, shredded. And I know this isn't really, like, a technical aspect as to why I'm going for this, but Roxanne, like, I've trained with her. She's like, tricky, man.
Of course, yeah.
You know, she's
45
been
fights.
there for a long time. Yeah. She knows how to go in and, like...
She's the female Alistair Overeem.
Yeah, exactly.
She's had a lot of fights, a lot of experience, for sure.
And also with Casey, just because she's had stoppages now, she might feel like she needs to get an impressive... Like, you can see Roxanne, like, striking and being like, oh, I have to finish this fight in, like, 2 minutes because of that, right? And she plays on that very well.
Yeah.
And, like, traps people.
Roxanne just loves to be in there. She's just happy to be in there. Gets a chance to dress up at the weigh-ins. I always wonder what her costume is going to be. I always wonder.
So what do you think is going to be this time?
What do I think her costume is going to be this time?
Yeah.
I think she's going to come dressed as... I don't know. I don't really watch anime stuff. I don't know. Something. She'll come dressed as something, for sure.
Okay.
So which way are you going? You think Roxanne's going to do it? You think Roxanne's going to hand her first loss?
I think so.
Go on.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Where is Roxanne? Number 12. And Casey O'Neill's number 15. Close. I think Casey O'Neill's going to win by decision. I think Roxanne's going to be able to push her the distance, and Casey's not going to be able to stop her. But I think she's going to be able to outwork Roxanne. I think she's going to be able to land the vast majority of strikes.
Yeah, that's the more logical. I know it is. But still, I'm going to go for Roxanne.
Fair enough. Okay. It's going to be a good fight. I do think Casey O'Neill's got a promising future in this division. But like you said, some of the fights above her, Araujo and the like...
Yeah, they're all like really strong girls. But
really strong girls.
Really strong USADA, not visiting girls.
We have to censor some of this shit. I told you. Okay, next one.